It's you. For the money we make it, we save it, pile up in the air. We the boss fit down, we the boss fit down, we the boss fit down. Travailler tous les jours, we now what no la.
Hey, salut la famille, on est toujours ensemble, toujours au CIMFEST, jour 3. Alors les masterclass vont se poursuivre. Aujourd'hui, on va parler de musique, la cohésion sociale, on va parler de l'importance des managers. Mais avant, j'ai un petit cadeau pour vous. Soirée All Timers. It happened yesterday. Take a look and don't move.
We the boss fit down.
J'ai maintenant compris qu'entre nous c'est fini. On qui voulait m'avoir, yo yo yo. On nous va mucho, yo yo yo. Tu m'as tout donné.
We the boss fit down. boss for the town.
The first thing that people understand is a very small percentage of you are going to be successful doing that. If you don't understand that, you're in the wrong business, right? It is the hardest business. You have chosen the hardest career to step into. That's the first thing. If you look at let's talk about music for a little bit. If you look at the African music space right now, a lot of Nigerians are doing very well, but it's always the same guys. Because once you break through the glass ceiling that unfortunately the West have set for us, very few make it through. And we celebrate those ones to death. And we forget about those people underneath who are trying to make it. It's like, I grew up in London, but I spent the last 20 years in the States. You've heard of crabs in the bucket, right?
Jour 3, nous sommes toujours au CIMFEST et on continue avec les masterclass. Mais en attendant, let me take a break, a point with one of the main panelists of the masterclass based on the PR and manager, their importance for an artist. So, is Mr. Fela okay?
First of all, it's a blessing for me to be here. I'm very, very, very honored to be here. 3 tips. I think to be a good manager and agent, the first thing is to be business savvy. That's very important. To be trustworthy. That's almost as important. And to be vulnerable and not be afraid of your vulnerability. Because to represent anybody, you need to have some sensibilities about you. Those are the 3 core things I think that most agents, managers should have. There's so many other things, but those are core for me.
And now, 3 things they should avoid, because there are a lot of mistakes have been made that can crush a whole career of the artist they represent.
Wow, there's 3 things to avoid. I think he's asking me things. There's so many things I could put, but the 3 main things is 1, don't represent anybody you don't believe in. You have to believe in your artists. You have to believe in their music, their craft, their film, their spoken word, their photography, anything like that. 2, don't lie. That's very important. There's.
What do you mean by lie?
Well, don't blatantly lie.
Okay.
Bend the truth to your situation, perhaps, is what I would say. Because in representing talent, you need to be conscious of the end goal. And the third thing I would say is, the third thing is there's so many things in my mind I'm thinking right now. But I think the third main thing to avoid is to avoid the money trap as a manager.
Yeah.
Focus on your artist's career and less on your own commission, because that would lead to so many disastrous situations. Your commission will always come if you represent your artist or talent in the proper manner.
So they should forget about their own bill?
I'm not saying forget about your own bill. Payment is important. You need to earn. But what I'm saying is, if you build your artist's career, if you focus on building them to be the best that they can be, you will also be the best that you can be. And all in all, everybody will earn and make the kind of money that they would never imagine.
Okay. So before we leave, I want you to give me your own, how you see African music in 10 years, maybe in your own perspective, as an agent and a manager too.
I think we all know that Africa is the next frontier, whether it's music, film, entertainment, creatives, even tech. This is really the place to be. So what I would say to African musicians is, in the next 10 years, I think African music will be global music. It will no longer be categorized as best new African artist. I think African music is already culture. The same way hip hop is culture. I think Africa and African music, African creatives will be culture. That's what I'm expecting in the next 10 years.
Okay, thank you for standing with us here. Allez, on repart pour les masterclass. C'est toujours le CIMFEST, jour 3.
We the boss fit down.
They have not been in education, of course, and education was a major component of our program during the time. But as important as education was the psychosocial support through music, through arts, through acting.
Petit break encore après ce masterclass très important qui concernait l'importance de la musique dans la cohésion sociale. With me here, one of the master of the peace. Someone last year did a concert of peace at Kumba. It's my pleasure first to have you here, Kosi.
Thank you, John. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I wanted you to share. I wanted you to share your experience, the experience of your peace concert at Kumba with our telespectator here. Tell us what it takes for you to do such a concert at a crucial moment in the crisis. We know all the crisis, what's happened to our country since 2016, what it takes, and are you ready to redo it?
First of all, thank you for that wonderful question. It wasn't easy at all. First of all, getting other people who needs to accompany you for that kind of adventure, getting them to understand that, okay, actually this is important for us to do it, getting to convince even the other artists who followed me over, and nobody's sponsored the event. Yes, we didn't have any sponsor. Now we tried to reach out to some couple of our companies. I'm not going to mention their names, but nobody gave a listening ear, and they were not interested, as I can see. But it was actually one of the goal I had to do for that year and that period. That was, I think it's this 2021, 14 February. And it was, I don't know, like 2 to 3 weeks after those kids were slaughtered. And I was like, this is where I was born. This is where I'm coming from. This is where I grew up. I cannot sit and see this happen. So how, in what way can I make these people smile, even for 1 minute? How can I make these people feel joy, feel hope? Like, okay, they haven't forgotten about us, for 1 minute. I think I should do a free concert. And basically, roughly, it took me about almost 7 to 8 million. Yes, yeah. To handle all that, transport the artists, their lodging and stuff. I had some few friends who supported me. I had also my TV. I think they also supported me, and Boom TV supported me, HTV to broadcast, and I think other TV stations, and few of my friends supported me financially for that to happen. Yeah, so it wasn't really easy. The people were happy. As you can see, the video had like 15,000 people, 15,000. It means ça veut dire là fait longtemps without show, without ambiance, without music. So you can imagine how they were all happy. Everybody was happy. They didn't expect this. The mayor of Kumba, Mr. Greg Mewanu, he also contributed a lot in making it happen. Gave us billboards, and also same Agbo Gibet. He was one of those who we moved from one. He was one of the people that we initiated it. Like, we moved from one person, one mayor, to the chief. Before the chief died, sorry, may he so rest in peace. He was one of those. My son, go ahead. This is what Kumba has never had for a long time. All we know is gunshots, people dying, house burns. That's the only thing we experience. So if we can have this, it will be awesome.
Respect for that. So the only thing I can do right now for you is to use this platform to allow you to give your message. Maybe for they need to support this kind of initiative. It's very important to use this platform and send your message to the sponsor and even your colleagues, artists, and everybody, even me, because we are all concerned. You are a hit maker. All the time you give the joys to people. They don't know what you're going through. Okay, use that platform.
Yeah, all I want to say is to every artist out there, my colleagues, creatives, on our only two way, we should use what God has given us as the talent to actually preach love and peace, and to actually give people hope and encourage them that okay, there is hope for a better tomorrow, with music, with the message we put out, not being offensive, but preaching peace as a whole. I'm calling up on companies, it was very sad for me to see that most of these companies didn't give me a listening ear. Most of them didn't even accept. But these are companies where these people of Kumba consume your products. These people of Kumba make sure they get internet, get SIM cards and stuff. They consume your products. And how just of a sudden you will just forget about that part, because right now this is what is happening. You have to sometimes let these people know we are still with you. This is what is happening, but we are still with you. We will make sure we bring in these artists, we bring in these philanthropists, we bring in these people to talk to you people, to sing for you people, to entertain you people. We will sponsor it so you guys can know that we are still with you. Northwest and Southwest, we are still with you. If you have a lot of companies who can actually see things this way, no offense, no be political, but if you can actually think about these individuals and these people who have left their houses, these people who have lost their loved ones, can you imagine these 7 kids that were killed, slaughtered? Imagine qu'il y a un enfant était dans cette classe. The trauma. We need to let these people know we are still with them. And trust me, I'm going to do that concert again and again and again.
You have my support. I'm with you. I'm with you guys. Ok, allez, on continue avec le CIMFEST. C'était un plaisir. C'était Kossi. Alors, allez, we move.
We the boss fit down.
Hi everybody, on est toujours ensemble, jour 4 du CIMFEST, Cameroon International Music Festival. This is the day 4 and we are here for the main event, which is the concert that held here at Moliko Stadium, Buea. But before we go to the stage and backstage, let me give you another present, the award ceremony at the CIMFEST. Okay, let's take a look and don't move, we are together. Wase!
We the boss fit down.
CIMFEST celebrates the fallen icons of Cameroonian music. Please, we're going to be starting West Magical, Léa Laroute, Lambo Pierre Roger, also known as Lapiro de Banga, Manu Dibango, and Bibi Manga. CIMFEST is going to be honoring them tonight with a musical disc door. As witness thereof is the administration of the Buea.
We the boss fit down.
We are here to award meritorious creative people that have did work throughout the year 2020 to 2021. They have helped us in marriages, in weddings, civil procedures, small parties, big or large. They have excited and impacted our lives. So this evening, there are people who are here to say thank you and recognize the word. That is why we have the award season this night. The awards tonight.
Ah
the boss for the town.
CIMFEST Excellence Award Artist of the Year. And the winner is Kosti.
Okay, we're gonna do a short one before I get to my speech. Anything I say, I want you all to say whoa. Everybody say whoa. Some people telling me say make a drop pass because they like to say the way I'm twisting. Generally, some people they really can't say. I go give them medication for the two. I have some food they don't go feel my shoe size.
We the boss for the town.
I want us to take 1 minute now. We will call that name and we'll speak peace in Cameroon. Now, wherever you're coming from, wherever you are, where you're coming from, the language that you speak, I want you to call that name in that language. Let me introduce that name to you. I'm talking about the name Jesus. If you don't know it in your language, I want you to call it in English, in whatever language you want to call it from. But I tell you now, as you call that name, you will feel a peace around you that surpasses all understanding. The peace that you don't know why you feel peaceful, but you just feel peace in your heart. Are you ready to call that name? I'll call you Fino.
I'm with one of the marvelous performers I've ever seen this year. Look, guess where I find this kind of person? CIMFEST 2021. First of all, congratulations for this amazing performance.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Prosper Menko, I saw you on stage spreading your message with a lot of energy. Tell me, what does it mean participating in this kind of event for you?
Well, I think every performance of mine or every ministration of mine, it's God's opportunity to reach out to the people on earth. So I believe that I let myself go and let him do what he had to do every time. So I was just happy that he was able to do what he had to do, this peace concert. Because when I was thinking about the peace, and I realized that God could speak through my songs to deliver peace to his people. So I'm so grateful for the opportunity that CIMFEST gave me to speak to God's people the way I did, and I enjoy myself.
I saw you on stage giving a lot of advice, talking about love, advising people about being in peace, be proud of themselves. I want you to say it right now here for our televiewers. So grab this microphone, spread this love message, and I'm here to get it by myself.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is Prosper Menko, and I want to tell you that I love you, and I want to tell you God loves you too, and He is ready to give you peace that surpasses all understanding. He's ready to give you a life that is above every challenge that you can face on earth and wherever you find yourself. All you need to do is to believe in His word and to confess with your mouth that He is Lord over your life, and take that peace, take that joy, take that gift of life that God gave you and His Son that He sent to come here to save us. So I want to tell you, I am here and I ain't going nowhere. And we're going to spread this gospel together. We're going to spread this message together. But I want to tell you that God's peace is with you and goes with you wherever you find yourself.
With the bus fit down.
Say, like coke with a crow. Every day I make sure I woke up early. My flow now, my baton. Like this, how I pay them, I be selling. Men, they want the throne. They don't want to work, they just want it easy. I'm bringing fire to the soul. If I can move anybody when I'm ready. Whoosh. Even me say, but we make you go dirty. Whoosh. You know the glory, picking for Bonabelli. Whoosh. I'm driving the game and I'm keeping it steady. Whoa. I'm holding the game like it's my baby. Always ready when I'm on the floor and I'm shooting with a ball. That's where you hide under. That's where you hide under your cover. Show me that's where you hide under. That's where you hide under your cover. Je te donne mon cœur, donne ma vie. Show me that thing where you hide under, that thing where you hide under your cover.
We are at Boom TV here. I want you to tell the youth the importance of living in peace.
Yes, the importance of living in peace is to respect the to respect the senior, respect the culture of the land, and respect the authority that governs the land.
And now, what is the importance of peace in your music?
The importance of peace in my music is that if we work together, we reason together, we achieve a common goal. And to work and achieve a common goal, to always speak the truth.
Always speak the truth.
Always speak the truth.
Thank you for this wise word.
Thank you.
Respect.
With the bus fit down.
CIMFEST Day 5. The festival ended yesterday, but we're still here at Boya just because we can move without having a little talk, a chit-chat with the brand behind all this concept. Don't move. I'm coming toward you. Yeah.
With the bus fit down.
The man behind the whole concept, the brand. How are you doing, bro?
Thank you, Bra Jumper, and thank you for coming. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank the entire family of STV Group, particularly Boom TV. You've been here for 4 days, and now I need to really take my time to break it down to you so you understand why the Cameroon International Music Festival was necessary.
One day after the festival, do you feel, are you fully satisfied, or you still having some hole that you wanted to fill?
My journey is long, like I try to break it down to you. I'm targeting the Grammys for the younger generation of Cameroonians. So the process I'm following is for all of us to be included in this journey, and let us see how we can make Cameroon and raise the image of Cameroon as beautiful as Cameroon itself is. Go to these platforms, properly present Cameroon in its diversity, in its creativity, in its beauty. Give the young artists like Salatiel, like Daphne, like Sisol, the opportunity to go tete-a-tete with other competitors from across the world. That is my target.
Hello, 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 boy. it, yo. For the money we make it, we save it, pile up in the air. We the boss for the town, we the boss for the town, we the boss for the town. Travailler tous les jours, we now want no